They thought they'd be up 3-1 at this time. Instead, they find themselves in a win-or-go-home scenario. This is unexpected, huh?
Kevin, this is why they play the games. On paper, this wasn't supposed to happen. Maybe they got a little complacent. Maybe this raucous home crowd can snap them out of this trance that they seem to be in.
Well, they need something, that's for sure. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Evan Vassell out there with Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Suggs. Then there's Mobley. And it's KD in at the two-guard spot.
Smart play there by Durant. Uses the pick and roll to break up the defense and create one for his team. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. So Suggs will go to the free throw line. Mikal Bridges picks one up. The Wizards shooting their first free throw of the night. A free throw drops for Suggs.
Well, each year, Suggs comes on a little stronger, and he has really improved his efficiency.
Allen outside. Pass to Bridges. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
Giannis outside. Allen outside. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Wizards.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Now, here's Suggs. He has 5. Outside, KD. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. I wanted to know what he had in store for Kevin Durant. He said, "We have some plans," Coach said with a smile, "but mostly it's about effort. We have to outwork him at all times. If we give him an inch, he's going to take a mile." So Coach is asking for his guys to go all out and try to slow KD down tonight. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Here's Suggs. The Bulls getting the bucket. Mobley, a screen on Giannis. The Wizards with another miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Oubre on the wing. Mobley against Bridges. Shot from free throw range. And the shot falls short this time.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Vassell kicks to Durant. A three-pointer is right on target.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Bridges outside. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Stolen by Anunoby. And here is Suggs. He has 5. Durant, no good.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Oubre against Vassell. Right side, Suggs. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And stolen by Mobley. .153 left in the first. Back to Vassell. Buries it from three-point range. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. So for the Bulls, Koulibaly comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Dosunmu in for Carlton Carrington. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter. Oubre on the wing. Back to Dosumu. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Suggs. Down low. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
Here's Koulibaly. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good on the baseline jam.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this scene.
Durant against Koulibaly. Anunoby is screen on Koulibaly. From downtown. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They come off the loss on Friday.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Some changes for Chicago. Wagner's checked in for Jared Allen. Barnes comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bridges in for Oubre. Now, here's Suggs. 5 points in the game.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Chicago. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Count the basket.
And that's where Simmons wants to operate as a scorer. Foul line down.
23 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now, here's Suggs. Defended by Dosumu. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Vassell's got 8 points.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Bridges outside. Takes a three. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Washington Wizards. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be right back after this. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
So the Wizards 5 right now. We've got Lou Dort. Max Strus is out there with Steven Adams. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. Bulls trail by 9. Now Dosumu. Washington with the rebound.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
It's Strus on the wing. Drills the three-pointer. Strus has got the lead up to 12 now for the Wizards.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. Dalton Carrington's checked in for Dosumu. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Now, here's DiVincenzo. Nothing on the board.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
In the corner, it's Bridges. And again, Chicago, no good. Wizards leading by 12. Here's DiVincenzo. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Simmons. It's hauled in by Adams.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
A three for DiVincenzo. It's rebounded by Koulibaly.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bridges with it. Now guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Bridges against Caldwell Pope. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges passes to Simmons. Misses the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Strus setting the screen for DiVincenzo. Caldwell Pope for 3. Drops in the tray. Caldwell Pope's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Jared Allen checked in for the Bulls. Antetokounmpo comes in for Wagner. Brook Lopez is checked in for Washington. Bulls trail by 18. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, Giannis knew that pass was coming his way, so he's able to get elevated right on time.
DiVincenzo with it. Up top, Strus. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Strus has got 5 points so far. Pass to Bridges. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Inside, here's Allen, and Allen slams it in.
Flushed by Allen there. What I love about him, he's a center and he's not trying to be a guard. He knows who he is.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Over Carrington. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Allen, and Allen slams it in.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now, here's Strus. 5 points in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Carrington. Here's Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And he gets them with the shot fake. Giannis earns a trip to the line with the oldest trick in the book.
Chicago making a switch here. Dostumu's checked in. All free throws good from Antetokounmpo. 1:31 left to play in the first half. Now, here's Suggs. T right on him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, one thing you like about Jalen Suggs is this guy's a hard worker. You see that on the court, and you see it off in the way he's continued to work on his game.
Chicago making some changes. Oubre's checked in for Bilal Coulibaly. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Dostumu. Oubre with it, and it's Vassell picking him up. On the wing, Carrington. Back to Oubre. Shot clock at 6. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. There's 53 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside, Suggs. The 3 from KD. It's all in by the Bulls. Bridges outside. Here's Allen. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Wizards leading by 17. Vassell outside. Now, here's Suggs. Defended by Carrington. Sinks the three-pointer.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
And here's Giannis. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Washington closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And Game 5, a blowout so far, a big hole to climb out of for the Chicago Bulls.
Defensively, play like you care, that's all.
Well, there's also a talent gap, right? I mean, what could they do about that tonight?
I'm saying, show some backbone. This is embarrassing, Kenneth.
Checking out the circumstances for the Chicago Bulls. Things not looking great. And that's a halftime wrap.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. We're seeing a tremendous game from Jalen Suggs.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
They've got Carlton Carrington, Antetokounmpo out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Allen. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard position. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Here's Suggs. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. It's Vassell on the wing. Off target from the wing. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And Bridges no good on that one.
And a talented swing, man. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Bridges against Durant. Bridges inside. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Durant, the pass to Anunoby. Suggs looking around. That one falls. Suggs has got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, good decision-making out of the two-man game. Suggs calls his own number.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Let's hear it for you.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Oubre kicks to Bridges. Oubre, a screen on Durant. Giannis against Anunoby. 5 on the clock. That's good from Bridges on the assist by Giannis.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
To the middle. Out to KD. Nailed from three-point land. Durant's got 5 points in the quarter.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
To the inside. Pass to Carrington. Antetokounmpo against Anunoby. Giannis inside. Good D by Anunoby.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
The wide open look for Durant. It's all in by the Bulls.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And the shot goes down. 8 points for him.
And Allen's a competitor. He knows what his job is, and he has to be a major presence inside. He has to have the ability to score points down low. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 6 points for him. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Now here's Suggs. Defense is right there. Can't hit from in close. The Bulls have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Now Carrington. It's Allen on the wing. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby. From outside, off the mark. The Wizards have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. KD sets the pick for Suggs. The open shot, KD. Again, the Wizards score.
Assisted by.
Well, he's put that first half behind him, and looks like his confidence is back.
And stolen by Mobley. Tries it from 19. Vassell, no good. Oubre with it, guarded now by Durant. Pass to Carrington. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Giannis, no good.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
The shot by KD, no good. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Wagner's checked in for Allen. Koulibaly comes in for Oubre. And it's Dosunmu in for Carlson Carrington. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Pass to Strus. Here's Adams. And here is DiVincenzo. Defended by Dosunmu. In the corner, it's Bridges. And the Bulls with another miss.
Familiar results for him. He can't get anything to go.
DiVincenzo against Koulibaly. 26 seconds left to play in the third.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
For Chicago, they have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line. And the first one drops. Chicago making some changes. Simmons comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Carlton Carrington subbed in for Dosunmu.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Oh, the lob for Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Well, as a coach, you're always telling your guys to play hard. That's what we need.
And so it's the Washington Wizards, riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guard. Set others up, play the game the right way.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. So on the floor for Washington, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And then there's Steven Adams. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Strus in at the foreshore.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Pass to Dosunmu. There's a good screen. Allen outside. 5 to shoot. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Wagner finds Allen. Yep, that one goes.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Strus. Offline with his 3. Bulls trail by 21. Here's Dosunmu. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Now, Koulibaly. After the missed three from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Wizards leading by 21. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Adams. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Here's Carrington. From past the arc. And another miss by Chicago. Wizards have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Outside for Caldwell-Pope. Goes back up. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
He misses the free throw. So for the Bulls, Giannis, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Kelly Oubre comes in for Koulibaly. And it's Bridges in for Dosunmu. Now, here's Bridges. Here's Allen. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
More from Allen. Can pile up points without wasting possessions. Very economical.
DiVincenzo with it. Strus setting the screen for DiVincenzo. Oubre with the steal. Pass to Carrington. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Carrington. Washington leading now by 17. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And Caldwell-Pope good for 3.
Well, that's what Caldwell-Pope is out there to do. A terrific shooter from three-point land.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Strus. Hits on the turnaround jumper.
Oh, man. Sweet turnaround, Jay.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Defended by Carrington. And here is DiVincenzo. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Allen inside. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Now here's Bridges. Got us a screen on Caldwell-Pope. Shot clock at 5. Got it to go off the glass.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for Washington.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And I clearly think they showed to be the better team over the course of the series.
Hey, anytime you can win in 5, I mean, tonight, of course, they are way out in front. You take a lot of that mojo into the next round. We'll see if they can keep this same sort of competitive attitude as the stakes get higher. The competition also gets tougher.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jalen Suggs.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Wagner as screen on Suggs. Simmons, and that one is good. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Vassell knocks down the 3.
Yeah, they sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Washington calls timeout. They're in front by 10. Guys, what do you think?
And the game pretty much over. Furious timeout here.
Well, they could be trying to just make a change just so their subs can close this game out.
Fires. And they do it. They'll move on to round 2. They had control the whole series, and they are just rolling now, winning round 1, 4 games to 1.
And they are going to be tough to beat, Kevin. A few days rest afforded by taking this one in 5. Round 2 should be exciting as well.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy.